Hi guys, welcome back to the latest video. Today we are covering chapter 299 of My Hero Academia that focuses on the state of HAWKS along with his backstory. Speaking of HAWKS, here's this dope poster of him. Without further ado, let's hop right in the chapter. The chapter starts off with a flashback along with narration from HAWKS saying that the heroes merely exist behind screens and their existence is no different from watching an anime hero. They are entirely not within reality. The next panel, we see HAWKS getting yelled at by his mother because he went out to the city. HAWKS, however, explained that he went to the city because he felt a stinging sensation on his wings, and he thought that maybe something happened in the city, so he went there. And as he was going to the city, the stinging suddenly stopped, so he returned home halfway there. His dad then yelled at him, calling him a liar, and in these panels it shows HAWKS' terrible home life. It's full of abuse, and they're living in squalor with such a poor environment. The narration continues, and we see his dad had killed someone previously for money, and when he was on the run, HAWKS' biological mother helped him hide. During this time, she was harboring his father. HAWKS was conceived and born. The next panel shows HAWKS getting kicked in the back by his father, so this kind of shows HAWKS and his mother met because she was helping him, a fugitive. She was an accomplice to a man's crime of killing someone. It then shows HAWKS' dad verbally regretting HAWKS being born, and he says that if it wasn't for HAWKS, his dad would still be free. They then reveal that HAWKS' mother's name was Tomi. In the next panels, we see HAWKS. He's trying to endure all of this abuse because he doesn't want to be like his parents. He believes they're broken individuals. And we see HAWKS holding on to his Endeavor plushie, another reference back to his childhood hero being Endeavor. This isn't our first time seeing him with his Endeavor plushie. We've seen it in previous chapters during HAWKS' backstory, but we kind of see how integral this is to him. He's holding it during these times of abuse to keep him going, to keep him pressing forward that there is a brighter future. We then see HAWKS' mom tell HAWKS that his dad ran away, but seemingly at the same time Endeavor appears, and HAWKS seems so surprised to see her hero in person. Since his mom got scared that the police would also catch her because she was an accomplice, she then took HAWKS and ran away. There was heroes around her. The police were possibly on their case. She decided to dip and make sure they are not caught. They then seem to live homeless and live at a train station for the near future. Tomi told HAWKS to bring money no matter how he got it, and his mom said truly outrageous and awful things to HAWKS to try to get him to bring her the money. She questions why was he born and what were those wings even for? Eventually, the commission found them and they were offered full support to start a new life, and one of the stipulations of that is they erase all ties with the family named Takami. For those who don't remember, HAWKS' real name is Kaigo Takami. The next scene we see is present time, and HAWKS was awake in Best Jeanist' car while Jeanist was driving. Best Jeanist says he's glad HAWKS was awake because he was unsure if he was asleep or dead. HAWKS is then seen to be using a breathing mask, and apparently his voice sounds off according to Best Jeanist. Jeanist says that if it wasn't for Central Hospital, HAWKS would still be in a dying state, and Jeanist wouldn't have had to ever go through that surgery where they put his body into a dead state, using the concept from how they did surgery with Nomu. So this kind of explains how they fooled Dabi with hiding his body. We then learned that the one who came up with the surgery idea was HAWKS, and because the risk of him getting caught was so high, HAWKS truly believed that if he didn't submit a real body, his cover would be entirely blown. And thanks to this surgery that Best Jeanist underwent, Dabi truly believed that Best Jeanist was dead. Although he didn't trust HAWKS after that, but that's, the whole purpose was still fulfilled. According to HAWKS, they put Best Jeanist in a place where he could breathe and be preserved, and then during an opening, HAWKS stole the body back and they allowed Best Jeanist to, get out of that near-death state that he was put in. During their conversation, Jeanist hits the brakes and they catch a villain. The civilian explains that there are no more hero agencies in the area because they all closed down after receiving criticism. So they were so glad that HAWKS and Best Jeanist were there to save them. So this is our first time seeing the after effects of the League of Villains ploy to destroy the reputation of heroes. We see that hero agencies have criticism all around, and they are in fact being shut down, which is a very scary concept. They continued their car ride and then arrived at Tomi's house, where Tomi left a letter apologizing to HAWKS, saying that a man came to her house and asked her to tell the truth. This is in reference to Dabi. Jeanist regretted that his mother told Dabi, but HAWKS said it is okay because she is no longer his family. That's a pretty deep line, and I feel bad for HAWKS. HAWKS has essentially no one in this world left in terms of familial ties. Now with the Hero Commission crumbling down, HAWKS is a free man, and he says he can do whatever he wants. Now he no longer has the attachment to have anything to do with any of the Takami, his mother, his father, no attachment to anything. He is essentially a ghost from that previous life. Hawks then has another flashback showing him and his mom going out, and it shows his mom buying him the Endeavor plushie that he holds so dearly, telling him one day to be strong like him. Hawks says he wants to be useful to other people like Jin and be viewed in a way that people truly value him. And he says even if what Dabi said was true about Todoroki's family, he's sure that it's not like that anymore. He still looks up to Endeavor. And the chapter ends with Hawks saying that he feels Endeavor's in trouble and he wants to go help him. And see, based on the previous mention in this chapter of him feeling sensations in his wings, perhaps he has some type of sixth sense that allows him to know when something's going on. And I'm not sure what's going on with Endeavor. Possibly he's still in a life or death state as we've seen him last, but we know that Hawks is going to go try to help him. And that was the end of the chapter with him feeling this weird feeling about Endeavor. And I don't know about y'all, but I am really glad to see that Hawks' backstory was touched on more. He's one of my favorite characters from My Hero Academia. And if y'all don't know, my very first video I ever made was on Hawks. It's called the story of Kaigo Takami or something along those lines. And I really, really enjoy him as a character. And I'm glad to see him alive because I know there was speculation that he could be dead, he could be alive. No one really knew. But all I know is he's very integral to the story, and he is such a deep character arc, given that he's not a black or white character. He's very in the gray area. You know, what he did to Jin, some people view as villainous, despite him being the number 2 hero. And that's one of the reasons I really love Hawks, and that's one of the reasons I love My Hero Academia, the ambiguity of all of these characters. Anywhere from Tomura to Hawks to Endeavor, all of them are imperfect, but still containing things that make them good heroes or good villains. So guys, if you enjoyed this chapter nearly as much as I did, and if you enjoyed the content I've been pumping out lately, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I'll catch y'all next time.